Io Sky, is that match happening?
Io Sky, Stephanie Vaquer for the women's title.
The contract didn't get signed last night, or it got signed?
To be honest, I was not there last night. I haven't had a chance to watch the show yet because I was at. I did Kill Tony last night, so I was in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How was that?
Oh shit! I'm not supposed to say that.
No. I've seen.
Man, oh man, where do I begin? Triple fraudulence strikes again. Many times in the last 4 or 5 months where WWE has absolutely exposed themselves on multiple occasions. We've talked about what Rhea Ripley has exposed about this industry, in this current company, in this industry. The North Star, Dr. Libations, I respect you. I love you. I need you. And I need Triple H to start booking good shows. You get what I'm saying? Because right now he doesn't even show up to the shows, and we're going to talk about that in a second. But at the end of the day, this company is exposing itself, and he's doing this, and he's got his part-time schedule. Dirty Dom. Dirty Dom. We are bots. You know what I'm saying? Dirty Dom is taking 4 months probably WWE has had in probably a decade at this point. Okay? And then after that, everyone was like, man, Triple H is bringing this thing to Paul Levesque era, the game, This dude came out to continue to give us the garbage product that they consistently give, and I will be there at every single corner to call out their garbage and call out triple fraudulence's nonsense whenever I can. Thank you guys for watching. Have a phenomenal day. Peace out and enjoy the ride that C-Jax is taking you on. One love. C-Jax is... Ladies and gentlemen, your boy C-Jax is back, and we got to discuss some things. Now, obviously, we're going to get to tonight's episode of SmackDown in a second because, man, we have to discuss this news about WWE officially confirming that Mania 43 is going to be in Saudi Arabia. And I do have to interrupt this recording because it has just gotten, you know what I'm saying? The Rock just got word. You know, that I saw this report on Twitter that says that a deal is trying to DQ. Nia Jackson comes out and basically beats up Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton and says that she's coming back for the title. She's gonna take back a title that she never lost, yeah? As Drew McIntyre can't stop thinking about PONK, and he can't stop thinking about Cody, and he can't stop thinking about Randy, and he can't stop being a jobber. That is basically the show for you. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Raw review. This episode of Raw was disrespectfully awful. I'm going to be nice tonight, though, because, you know, I don't want to yell and shout because this episode, even though it was very disrespectful, you know, it was also very bad, of course, but WWE gave it their best. Triple H, who, you know, shows up to work every week. He's always backstage booking the show, so I just want to be nice. I want to be cordial. You know, we had some great segments tonight. Jonathan Cena came out to remind us that he's going to bring the fight to Brock Lesnar. And John Cena, I think, has, how much time left? 6 days left! That's what John Cena has. He has 6 days left. And he's telling us about how he's going to bring the fight to Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, who, again, why would you show up on SmackDown if you knew that Cena wasn't going to be there and he was just going to be there on Raw? That's already problem number 1. Now, back to being normal, though. We had the segment with AJ Lee, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Becky Lynch. You know, I mean, when you see this face-to-face advertised, you're thinking, man, this is going to be awesome. And this segment was awful. Nothing happened inside of this segment because nothing matters. They're talking about absolute nonsense. Seth Rollins and CM Punk, we've seen them cut 15 different segments together. We've seen them wrestle 18 billion matches. What left could these guys possibly have? And coming in, I think, 3 or 4 weeks, guess what Rhea Ripley says in the backstage? Guess what she says, guys? I'm going to take up a title that you never lost, yeah? She basically says that whoever wins the match, I can't stop thinking about Cody, and I can't stop being a jobber because the game, Triple H, the friend, can't book, so you ready for garbage? Since she won the championship. Thank you. What has improved about Cody Rhodes or Seth Rollins, Codarius Rodington and Seth Rollins' star status since the beginning of this year? Nothing. WWE, I told you guys. Listen, Libertyville Drew McIntyre feud, I thought that was pretty decent because I can't stop thinking about Punk, and I can't stop thinking about Randy, and I can't stop thinking about Cody, and I can't stop being a jobber because the game, Triple H, the fraud, can't book, so you ready for garbage? The 600 million people, the worldwide audience is gonna see us for what we are. Yeah, well, they're seeing you for what you're. are, they're seeing garbage. You started off with 6 million global viewership, and now you're struggling to pull 2.6 interviews, barely getting like 30,000 views. Like, no one cares about these people, man. Nobody cares what Seth Rollins and Paulinho Heyman are talking about on ESPN First Take with respect you, I love you, I need you know what I'm saying? WrestlePalooza happening tomorrow. I want you guys to get excited. You know what I'm saying? I want you guys to be happy. The game. Top shock factor with Michael Cole, and Michael Cole actually gets picked up by Paulington Heyman. Broccoli Lesnar goes out there. Paulington Heyman. Broccoli Lesnar goes out there. Broccoli Lesnar ambushes Paul Heyman. He stands with Tessitore. Now you have that situation. You know what I'm saying? Joseph Tessitore. Now Paulington Heyman is and LeBron James Jr. and LeBron James Jr. and Bronny James and Bryce James. And also, what's it called? You have Paul Heyman as well. He's better off without all those people. Just have him with his wife and hang out with him. Everything is awesome. Like, what are we doing at this point, man? It's booking. It makes no sense for this faction to still be here for multiple. Like, I have respect for you. I have love for you. And the way it sounds in the clip, it sounds exactly like King said, I can't stop thinking about Punk, and I can't stop thinking about Randy, and I can't stop thinking about Cody. So thank you guys for. You take us my libation here. Oh, I love you. I respect you. I'm proud of you. I need you. And you know what else I need? I needed a good show because WrestlePalooza was garbage. Okay, every single thing about this show was complete and utter trash. We can try and skate around it all we want. Oh, this was good. AJ Lee hit the Black Widow, the Black with Darius Rodington. Stop. The show was garbage. If you are actually sitting there with a straight face, because this is not a $10 Peacock show anymore. This is a $30+ a month investment in garbage. Matches on a $30 show? Are you out of your mind? Nothing happened tonight. The week-to-week shows suck. That's why the viewership is declining. The merch sales are declining, right? The revenue, obviously, TKO is in billions of dollars of debt. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the boy Bobby Monsoon. You know what I'm saying? Billions of dollars of debt. You know what I mean? But that's the deal. Another week and another garbage episode of Raw. Everything about this Raw episode literally proves to you why this product is failing, why viewership is down, why the fans complain every single show, why nobody seems content with this current product. And the reason why is, of course, Triple Ford sucks at his job. Triple H for the greatest of all time, the never seen 17, exposing Triple H for the last time with all of us, John Cena. You know what I'm saying? Your boy jumping right in, man. This SmackDown was a disaster. This show is so bad. Every single week you are reminded of how garbage that this show is. Every week it's promo segment. That means nothing to anything. Cody Rhodes, Codarius Rodington is the worst WWE champion of all time. I am sick and tired of every single week for the last year and a half of this dude being champion, like 80 to 90% of the time, besides Cena's reign he had for like 4 months. Cody Rhodes has come out in a suit or a trench coat or a stupid libation jacket. The libation jacket is kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? I got one myself, you know what I mean? However, that's, so it's the same thing. He comes out in his libation suit, his trench coat, or his suit just in general, and talks about respect. And I respect you. I love you. I'm proud of you. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about what you've done. Seth Rollins, you mean a lot to me. I mean a lot to you. I love you. You know what I'm saying? It's like a song. He's doing a love song every week. You know what I'm saying? It's like a song. He's doing a love song every week. This dude's coming out and doing a concert. You're the WWE champion, and Cody has had 2 or 3 SmackDown matches all year. He doesn't wrestle. He doesn't. Can you tell me? I want you to. Rose came out and said, this is exactly what happened in the segment. I kid you not. It is the most empty and lifeless segment of all time. And we're going to talk about empty and lifeless because that's a theme with this garbage company, okay? Cody Rhodes came out and basically, you know what I'm saying? He asked, or no, Paul Heyman was out first. Paul Heyman basically says, who should we talk about? Should we talk about Seth Rollins? Rollins, and the crowd goes, blah, 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 blah. And then he says, should we talk about the OTC Roman Reigns? Blah, 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 blah. Should we talk about Brock Lesnar, who's on, again, a report came out today, he's taking another break, by the way, guys, so don't expect to see Lesnar for at least another month, maybe 2 months, maybe more than that. You're not going to be seeing him any time around the time of Crown Jewel, or even after that, probably until around the time of Survivor Series, if we're fortunate enough to get that. And I don't even know if it's fortunate enough, because he doesn't do anything when he does show up. He F5s some 1 or 2 people, and that's it. Then Cody then comes out, he interrupts him and asks, he's like, hey, Paul, did you see the graphic from WrestlePalooza? Did you guys see that this weekend? He's talking to the fans, and the fans slightly boo WrestlePalooza. That is the current state of the product. Fans are openly booing your shows as you talk about them. Then after that takes place, you're in a man. Cody Rhodes then basically says, Paul, I made a mistake because I do respect you. I don't think you're a goon, even though I called you a goon. You're not a goon. You're an awesome guy. You're an amazing guy. But I want to know, am I talking to the advocate? Am I talking to the oracle? Or am I talking to the wise man, Paul Heyman? And what's up with Brock Lesnar? So he asked about Broccoli. Randall Orton comes out, because he's not even Randy Orton anymore. He hasn't done anything meaningful in years. Randall Orton comes out, and he helps Cody Rhodes brawl with Brunson and Braun Breaker. I'm assuming next week we'll get a tag match. It'll be Randy Orton and Cody versus Braun and Brunson. Because that's all SmackDown is. It's a tag match. Tag match, tag you're in, tag you're in, tag you're in. It's the same thing. Nobody cares about these tag matches, man. Why would it matter that Braun Breaker and Brunson Reed can fight against Cody Rhodes and Randall Orton? Now, after your surprise, your boy Triple H, your boy. Surprise, your boy Triple H, your boy Triple Fud, the game, we're gonna give you some bad booking. Triple H has been exposed yet again by the WWE, okay? I can't stop thinking about Punk, and I can't stop thinking about Randy. Now that we're done getting the jokes out of the way, okay? Surprise, your boy Triple H, your boy. They're not gonna have him for much longer, and that's the bottom line, because C-Jax said so. Sucks at his job, bro. On top of this, I have to acknowledge the fact Fud JD McDonald's gets involved and basically I respect you, I love you, I need you, and I can't stop thinking about Punk, and I can't stop thinking about Randy. You know what I'm saying? We gotta add those both in there. They did that for like El Grande Americano Ludwig Kaiser comes out there and helps a
Naughty. Naughty.
Wow, man. This show, Trash in Paris, was absolute and utter garbage. Fans are going to give up on this $30 deal because if you think about it, let's just look at this year's shows, okay? And I want to just bring this up. Let's look at Royal Rumble this year. Was Royal Rumble worth $30+ to watch it? Was it worth it? No, in my opinion, it wasn't. Was Elimination Chamber worth spending $30+ on to watch it? In my opinion, it wasn't. You had a good men's chamber match, a solid match there, and then Cena turned heel. The Cena heel turn segment, they literally published that like the day after on YouTube or like a few days later. You can find that on many different avenues if you want to watch that segment because that was the only main notable thing that came out of the show. Then on top of that, what else was there? WrestleMania Night 1 and Night 2 were both absolute garbage in my opinion. Yeah, you had like 3 or 4 good matches out of both nights combined, but that's not good enough to spend $30+ on a WrestleMania, and I'm only walking away with 3 or 4 good matches and an awful build leading up to the show where I was invested in none of the storylines. Then you move on from that absolute disaster, which most fans did not like WrestleMania because it was not good. Then you had Backtrash. Backtrash came out, you had 5 matches. You can't even name me 3 of the matches that took place on that card. The only thing we remember is Orton and Cena. Everything else is a wash. Nobody remembers it and nobody cares. Then we move on from Backtrash. What do we have next? I think we had Money in the Bank. Or no, we had Saturday Night Main Event, that counter program AEW show, I think it was that month. And again, Saturday Night Main Event was forgettable garbage. Goldberg had, no, that wasn't even, I don't even think that was Goldberg's last match. It may have been something else. But still, whatever happened. Whatever the Saturday Night Main Event was in May, it absolutely sucked. Then you also move on from that, you get Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank was complete garbage and forgettable nonsense that nobody cares about anymore. You had a meaningless tag match with Cena, and fast forward, he was fighting Cody and Jay there. Jay then lost his world title. Logan Paul disappeared for a month, and then Cena and Cody literally were shaking hands a couple months later on SmackDown, so none of that mattered. Then you move on from Money in the Bank. You then got, what was it? You got Night of Champions. You can't tell me anything important that happened on this show besides Cena versus Punk's match. That's literally it. Then you move on yet again to another Saturday Night Main Event with Goldberg's retirement match. I already established this earlier. This show sucked. Then you move on again. You got, SummerSlam was both nights. This show was bad in my opinion. Many people say it was mid. I think it was awful. There was maybe a couple good matches. The main event with Cena and Cody was a lot of fun. It was pretty cool. And the Lesnar shock factor was just dumb and made no sense. And we haven't even seen him since. Then you move on from SummerSlam. And what have we gotten since? We had, what was it recently, man? What did we just get? I don't even remember what we just got. Clash in Paris. That's right. Trash in Paris. Trash in Paris was largely bland and forgettable and garbage. The only thing that mattered, and that was anywhere near watchable, was the Sheamus and Rusev match, which we have already seen that just without weapons. And then obviously Cena and Logan. Outside of those two, everything else in the show was either mid or absolutely awful, like the Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella match. This is what I'm talking about. All of those PLEs I just named you list by list, every single one of them. You're telling me that, well, which one of those was worth $30? Which one? Like, be honest, which one was worth $30? And now you're going to charge $30 going forward and try and lean on nostalgia? Nostalgia bait? Is this what we're doing at this point? I mean, listen, it is done.
Hey man, I just did another one of these videos of CJ's funny impressions, recent videos he posted. He's so funny, and yeah man, make sure y'all like, come subscribe to the channel. I might post another video later with Bobby Moss soon. And yeah man, we are the ones, always the ones, and God is the real one. Deuces. I see ya.